Alright, this is the review of the Ravemen PR1200. It's a 1200 lumen bicycle light. You can mount it to the handlebars, and it's got a lot of great features. Okay, so what I like about it is it's got the LED display that will tell you how much battery you got left as you run the light. That way, if you know you're going to run out of time, you can go ahead and go down to the lower settings, make sure you have enough time for your ride. It's got a high and low beam. Really like that feature. It's got the power bank where I can charge my other devices when I'm not using it, or if it's in my bag or whatever. It's waterproof. And I really like the control, the remote control that goes with it, so you can control the high beam without having to take your hands off the grips. You don't have to reach towards the center of your handlebars to touch this. And the remote does have a safety feature where no matter what you do with the remote, you can't turn the light off with this. Or you can just change modes and go to emergency mode. You cannot turn off the light with this. So that's really nice. This is a real well made light. It's heavy duty, it's waterproof. The clip's nice, it's mounted real well, it's not loose, it's not wobbly, it's a good housing, a good sealed, it's waterproof. Just a nice feel to it. Buttons have a good click, they're sealed. So in the box you get this handlebar mount. It clamps on, it twists by hand, so you can unscrew it, put it on there, put it how you want it. The light just slides into it, clicks, makes it real simple, and you pull down on it and it slides off. Okay, you get the light, you get the charging cable, and you get a remote control for the light, which allows you to control the emergency mode and the low and high beam from the handlebar without you having to reach down and touch the middle of your handlebars. You can do it from where your hands are already at. You can use these rubber O-rings. It comes with 2 of them, and it's designed to hook on either side of your remote control onto the handlebars. So you can put it wherever you want. You get 2 of these little spacers, shims, whatever you want to call them. They're sticky. They can stick on the inside of this handlebar mount, and it takes up space if you have a smaller handlebar. And that's it. Alright, the light offers 1200 lumens. That's when you use both LEDs at the same time. You can only do that in mountain bike mode or emergency mode, and when you do that it uses both LEDs, and you can get 1200 lumens out of that when you're using them both at the same time, and a 2-hour run time out of that. Alright, so this light has several different modes. When you're using the low beam, so this one is using the low beam. When you use the highest, it's 600 lumens, and you get 3.5 hours out of that, and you have an LED display that indicates how many hours you have, how much time you have, and then when you push the high beam button, you'll have a indicator that tells you when it's on high beam. So this big button here, it goes high beam, low beam. Little button is the mode change. Every time you change the mode, it indicates how many hours you have left. Okay, there's your low beam. And you hold it down, you get high beam and low beam. Low beam is kind of rectangle shaped, so that way it doesn't blind cars as you're driving in the road. Then the high beam, or the emergency mode, or the mountain bike mode shines both lights at the same time. Alright, to turn this on, you hold down the on-off button. It'll turn on, and it has a memory, so it remembers the last mode that you were in. So let's go, this is the This is the highest mode in the low beam or the road biking. It's 600 lumens. Says it'll last 3.5 hours, but I've been messing with it, so we're not completely charged here. And then when you hold down this button, the selector mode, it will do a high beam. Or you can tap the on-off button and it'll stay on high beam. Both bulbs are on. You got an hour and a half of time on that. It's called emergency mode or turbo mode. Gives 1200 lumens, the brightest possible with both beams on. You turn that off. Now you're on low mode on the highest. 600 lumens, 3.5 runtime. The next level down is 400 lumens. You're supposed to get 5, but it's not fully charged. You get a low, which is 200 lumens. That's 9.5. You go to eco, which is 100 lumens. You get 21 hours on that. And then you get pulse flashing. So if it's not too dark, the light never goes completely off, so you can see it when it pulses like this. You can ride with this. That's 100 lumens, and you get 13 hours out of that. Of course, the battery's not fully charged. Also, so you can change modes to your other. This is a mountain bike mode. It has 1200 lumens. It says it'll run for 2 hours. And then you can go down in a mode and go down to 600 lumens. That's 3.5. And then you can go down to 300 lumens, which is 8.5. And then if you hold that button, it goes to turbo, which is the brightest setting, 1200 lumens. Alright, so I'm on the lowest mode here on the road mode, and I've got the remote hooked up. And so what it does is it goes into the highest or emergency mode, which is both bulbs will come on, and they'll come on at the highest max output. So you hold it down and it gives you 1200 lumens highest max output, and it'll do it as long as you hold it. And that button is, you can mount it anywhere you want to. And so what you can do is you can change modes with it. So you should do a click, it'll change the modes. Or you can hold it down and it'll give you the brightest. So it's kind of like turbo anytime you want it, anytime you're driving. Feel like you need extra light for whatever reason, you hit that button. Oh, is that animal on the road up ahead? Let's see. Oh, now you can see. And you go back to whatever mode that you're using at the time. Another great feature of this light is that you can use it as a power bank. So I can charge my phone or GPS device, whatever. It's a 5200 milliamp hour battery. So I can take anything that feeds off of a USB, and I can plug it into the back side here, and I can charge a phone or any other device. You can only charge another device while the flashlight is off. So I can't have this on my handlebar, strap a phone to it or whatever onto my handlebar and run it while I run the light. It only will charge another device while the light is off. Alright, the Ravemen offers a 2-year warranty on this product. They'll cover any defects the device offers within 2 years, as long as you have used it regularly. You know, if you run over it with a truck or throw it down on a mountain and it's damaged, they're not going to cover something like that.